Where is the Omaha market in May of 2023? Is more inventory starting to hit the market? What about prices and mortgage interest rates? Those are just a few of the questions we're going to answer in today's video, and we're going to get started right now. Hi, my name is David Matney with Nebraska Realty. I'm a local realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska. Now let's jump in to today's topic. Currently, we have 1,120 homes on the active market in Douglas and Sarpy County. When you break that down between existing and new construction, we have 429 existing homes on the market and 691 new construction properties. How does our current inventory compare to a year ago? Last year, we had a total of 646 active homes on the market. When you break that down between existing and new construction, 295 existing homes and 351 new construction. The good news is our inventory is up 42.3% compared to last year. More inventory means more choices for buyers, which is a good thing. However, we're still in a low inventory market. Why is inventory so important? Real estate is like any other market. It operates on the laws of supply and demand. Low supply, high demand, prices go up. High supply, low demand, prices go down. Here's a graph of inventory going back 10 years for Douglas and Sarpy County. And then you can see in this chart that inventory tends to, in the peak, and then it tends to decrease in the wintertime. And then you can see it ramps back up. And again, it tends to peak in the fall, and then in wintertime, it decreases. And you can see with this chart how it has done that. Now look at the pandemic years where 2021 and 2022, look how low that inventory got. And then you can see now that we're in 2023, inventory has increased, but we're nowhere near the pre-pandemic levels. Let's take a look at closed sales. Last month, we had a total of 695 closed sales for the month of April. This is down 36.3% compared to last year. Now, that's a pretty steep drop and not what we would normally expect in terms of the spring market. Now, this is a chart for Douglas and Sarpy County of closed sales. And you can see how in the wintertime, back in January of 2019, we had 629 closed sales. And then what it'll do is it'll peak in the summertime. Again, in 2020, we had 657 closed sales in January. And then you can see where it peaked for closed sales for 1,517 in July of 2020. But look over here. Look at how in 2023, we had the fewest number of closed sales going back in the past 5 years. And then look how the normal trend of this graphic goes up. But then look here, in April, it actually went down. So that's something to keep track of. Now, just for fun, let's look at going back 10 years. Now, this is the number of closed sales going back the past 10 years. Now, we haven't been below 600 homes closed since 2013. Last month, we had a median closed sales price of $300,000. The median days on market was 3 days on the market. Now, how does this year compare to last year? Last year, the median closed sales price was $300,000. So prices were flat year over year. The median days on market last year was 2 days on the market. Now, does this mean that prices will start going in the other direction? Will we continue to see year over year declines? Nobody knows for sure. However, remember, prices fluctuate just like any other market. Now, let's look at a graph for home prices in Douglas and Sarpy County for the past 5 years. Now, here's a chart of the median closed sales price for Douglas and Sarpy County. And as you can see, in any given month, there's going to be some fluctuation. But you can see an overall trend in the past 5 years, how it has trended upward. Here's a chart for the median closed sales price for Douglas and Sarpy County going back the past 20 years. And you can see back in 2004 up to 2012 how prices stayed relatively flat during that time. Now, since 2012, prices have increased substantially since then. But you can see there's ebb and flow to these prices in any given month. Does this mean you should not buy and kind of wait and see what happens with the market? Buying a home is an individual decision. Buy a home when you're ready. Do you have a stable job? Do you have money saved up? If you have a long-term outlook, buy a home you can afford, take care of it, and you're going to be just fine. If you are uncertain of your job, if you don't have savings, it may be better to sit on the sidelines. And are you ever going to be absolutely 100% ready? No, probably not. But stay within your budget and you'll be just fine. Speaking of affordability, let's look at mortgage interest rates. Here's a chart of the 30-year fixed rate mortgage from Mortgage News Daily, and you can look back a year ago, mortgage interest rates were at 5.4%. A year later, 30-year fixed rate mortgage is 6.57%. Now, what will rates do in the future? Nobody knows for sure. However, a lot of current existing homeowners are staying put because they have a low interest rate from, maybe 2 years ago where they refinanced at 3.5% versus going out and purchasing a home at 6.5% today. This is a life event market. The only people moving are people who have to move. They've undergone some sort of life event, maybe getting married, getting divorced, having a baby, or someone passing away. Even then, many buyers, like let's say a newly married couple, cannot buy because they're now priced out of the market. Now, if you're one of those buyers who have been priced out of the market, try not to get too discouraged. Hang in there. The market will change. Continue to do the right things, save your money, pay your bills on time, that sort of thing. Don't go out there and run out and buy a new car or do something like that. Just hang in there. Now, if you're relocating to the Omaha area and you need any assistance, my contact information is in the description below. How does the unemployment rate look in the Omaha area? Unemployment for Douglas County was at 2.3% versus 2.6% from a year ago. And Sarpy County, unemployment was 1.9% versus 2.3% from a year ago. Both Douglas and Sarpy County are well below the unemployment rate for the United States at 3.6%.